Hey, what's up, everybody? BDF 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so the nice guy came in and fixed the toilet for me, even though I know that's not his job. He came in and did the plunger thing. My concern was I just didn't want to create a mess that I could not clean up because I don't have supplies to clean it up. So if I messed up, all of that on the floor, it's bad. But check this out. When we opened the toilet, what was in the toilet was gone. So that was kind of fortuitous because I didn't want anybody, see what was left behind. I didn't want anyone to have to deal with that. And it was good. When you opened it up, it was gone. So I'm like, okay, but you could tell it was still gurgling. It was still really, really bad down at the bottom. So yeah, man, he came through and hooked it up. I'm pretty sure that's not his job, but I really appreciate he came in here and fixed that for us. So yeah, man, I just got to watch a little bit of highlights of the TCU game, but I just want to tell you guys that situation got resolved and everybody, we're all as well with the bathroom. So yeah, man, hopefully that can be the beginning of other things starting to straighten out as well. I'm going to be trying to get away from T-Mobile and get into the ACP program with a certain company that could possibly give me an upgrade on a Samsung because I want to stay Samsung. I would otherwise try iPhone, but I'm so down on Apple Music right now that I really don't want to deal with anything Apple right now. You know what I mean? And that's what they do. I'm someone who otherwise wouldn't mind seeing how it is to have an iPhone. But because I'm BDF 44, having dealt with Apple in the way that I do, I'm not patronizing them any more than I have to. And that's the reality of it. Shout out to Drake. I know he has business with them, but you know what I mean? They ain't got no contract with me. Worth no 500 million or whatever it's gonna be. So I ain't got no love for that company there at all. At least not how they're handling this particular application. And therefore I stay away from everything that has to do with apples. Only apples I want are the ones in my fridge. So that's pretty much what I gotta say about that. Plus, after Steve Jobs passed away, I've heard a lot of people complain about those iPhones and how they haven't upgraded very much. I don't have as many complaints about Samsung at all. So that's my thing on that. So yeah, I just wanted to come back and check in with everyone and let you guys know that that all got straightened out. That's why what was going on when the door was knocked on and I turned off the camera. The gentleman came in and fixed that toilet, and handled that real good for us. So yeah, man, I'm very thankful for that, and I just want everybody else to know how thankful I am when people fix stuff, that otherwise needs to be used, and I'm kind of in a weird spot, so I definitely wanted that done. So yeah, man, I think my laundry should almost be done. I don't know when, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where the machines I'm used to would give you it had an app attached to it. It would tell you how long you had before it was done. So I'm just guesstimating. Usually laundry washing machines take about 35 to 40 minutes, and a dryer probably about 10 minutes more than that. From what I've seen, maybe even an hour, depending on if you put an extra quarter in, which is not an option here for that one. So yeah, man, I feel pretty good. I'm lucky enough to have my detergent with me. I thought to bring that at least so that I didn't have any skin issues, so that's okay. And I bought myself some socks this morning. I think I forgot to tell everybody, not that you care anything about that, but I did mention how I ran out of socks. I was down to like 2 pair of socks because I left all of them I left most of the socks I want to wear had holes in them, so it was time to buy some new ones anyway. And then I had some like beige socks that I just left over there. I don't care nothing about beige socks. I tell y'all, the only socks I really like are black socks. White socks when I was a kid, but now it was a thing where if I wear black shoes, I don't like white socks, or if I wear different color shoes, I don't like white socks. So black socks go with everything at all times. So that's just kind of how I do it. But yeah, so that was another reason why I wanted to do that in laundry today, so I could wash those socks before I actually put them on, because I'm a firm believer that everybody should wash everything. Clothing that goes on your skin should be washed before you put it on your body. If it was on a clothing rack, or if it was a bunch of hands been touching all over, you don't know at all what bacteria can be attached to what. So you just want to make sure that you clean everything you're going to wear before actually wearing it. Same thing with towels. All of my face towels, I went a whole week without using face towels that I purchased because I refused to do laundry early when I didn't need to, just to wash face towels. And but that's how dedicated I am to this point. I don't care what it is. It's getting washed before it touches my skin. So this is no exception with those socks. I threw some stuff in. It was about that time anyway. So now I have 4 pair of socks, I think it is, or 6. I don't know. That thing said 6 socks, but I counted 3 pair. So 6 socks. Anyway, so yeah, I got 4 pair in rotation. I probably should have bought 2 packages of socks, but money gotta be saved. So that's pretty much where we're at, man. God is good, man. Like I was telling you guys before I hung up the phone, on that last video, I decided not to eat anything that was out there, even though it got to a point where I was so hungry. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna settle for either Carl's Jr. breakfast sandwich, or there was a donut place that had some good looking breakfast sandwiches as well. Bagel sandwiches probably taste pretty good, but you know, my thing is just maintaining my health. And of course, I told y'all my stomach, I want to make sure that I'm not eating anything that's going to disrupt it, given the fact that I had some dietary issues that I'm still not quite sure what all they are. My weights came in. Not that you guys care about that. I got 2 of these. As I told y'all, I was going to get some 8-pounders so I can get back to what it is that I do. They arrived somewhere while I was gone, I believe, and I picked them up from the front desk. So I know now that if you have something delivered here, it's going to be at the front desk. It's not going to be dropped to your door, which is probably a safety issue and a distance issue as well. So it just makes sense when you got people coming to properties they don't really know, and it's a business, particularly not an apartment building. You can just leave it at the front door. So this is about as pointless as a video as I've ever made, but I just want to tie up loose ends in regards to things that we've talked about, so you know how they ended. And yeah, I'm probably going to get back to watching these highlights. I tried to get back with the ACP people, as I told you guys. The T-Mobile trying to leave them. That's what I was telling you in the last video. They're not letting me log in fortuitously. And the funny thing is, the best company available for ACP, from what I understand, is something called Assurance. Who owns it? T-Mobile. I'm telling y'all, man, these people are demons. They're devilish. I'm telling you, you can't leave them. Like, when you try to get away from them, you cannot. And so that's how I know it's nothing good attached to them. And I can't wait for the moment where you no longer are seeing me on their airwaves. I kid you not. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got, man. I'm gonna continue to try to do the things that I was doing. Finish watching these TCU highlights. I heard the game was really good. I'm not a real college football guy, but hey, Coach Prime's coaching, man. His son is the quarterback. I hear the quarterback there. Shadur Sanders is like elite. And so Coach Prime, man, I mean, come on. You gotta at least check out and see what he's doing. So that's gonna be a good draw for college football in general. But that's pretty much what I got, man. I'm gonna do my thing. I got back into a little more art. I don't know if you guys care to look at, but you know, that's the thing. I hadn't been very inspired to do any art lately since I got into this room, but today I felt a little better about it. So that is actually leading through the other one. But yeah, this one's a little more like what I like to share, and there's water under there, so it's winning the piece. But it is what it is, man. I don't think I've made a really good piece since I got in this room, but that's probably like the best one I've made, believe it or not. All these other ones are pretty trash for my standards. I just don't have it. You know what I mean? You ever have a situation where you just don't have it? I don't have it right now, man. My art ain't. I've made 100,000 times better pieces lately. This is stuff that looks like when I was just getting started. You know what I mean? I don't find myself particularly proud of these pieces, to be honest with you. So, but at least I'm trying to continue doing my craft, and I just want to do what I have to do. Look at that smiley face, you know. Just do whatever I can, man. I never told you guys I was a talented artist. I just said I was a dedicated one. I'm far from talented. What I am is talented in other areas, like this talking, music, playlist stuff. I'm actually good at that. This, I just enjoy doing a whole lot as an outlet for all of the different things that I got going on in my head. So for me, it just makes me feel better, and ultimately, hopefully it does the same for others when they see it. I can assure you a lot that I've made significantly better pieces than what you see there. In fact, these are some of the worst batches I've made in months. So that's pretty much what I gotta say, man. It's time to go check on that laundry, see if it's anywhere near done. Probably should let it go a little further longer than this, but really soon I'll be down there and put everything in the dryer, and hopefully I'll be almost ready to eat lunch. I got some more rice and turkey and apple and lettuce, and nothing will go in the toilet, I can assure you that. So that's pretty much what I got. My name is BDF 44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.